turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now it's just
Z899 here and welcome to episode 5 in the second season of Nottingham Forest Career Mode. So currently at the moment we're trying to get ready for our first game of the episode, which is in the EFL Cup against Fleetwood Town. And I have been conflicting issues about starting our reserve squad because we did start them against Everton, but I do feel like this is the right team. So we're going to have Stojkovic in goals, then we're going to have Pinalos, Mills, Worrell and Anya in defence. We have Grant, Thomas, Cohen, Edwards and Carriel in midfield, and we have a sole striker of Cedric. And I just want to point out, I actually have a bit of interesting news in terms of Grant because he hasn't really accepted his new contract negotiations, so there could be a possibility we may be having to probably let him go in January, but we don't know as of now. We're trying to solve that contract situation. And I've also offered 3 contracts to our two free players who I think should be brought up to the main squad from our youth academy, and just hope for the best they can all accept them. But anyways, let's get into the first game against Fleetwood. Here we are, Forest Park Stadium for the EFL Cup, Nottingham Forest against Fleetwood Town. This is a match we should be definitely winning. I was thinking about should I simulate the match because we should be able to fucking beat them, but I decided no, I just wanted to make sure we go through. But anyways, with this new team, let's start the game. Anya gets a pass over to Cedric. Cedric tries to get past here, but gets the ball taken off him. And it should be not a foul. Okay, fair enough. And I do want to say, this is actually probably one of the, I don't know if this is the first time I've started Cedric in a match this season, so I just want to, I'll probably put something like at the bottom of the video saying if he has or hasn't. But I'm not pretty sure. This is like one of a few chances. Grant's just going on a run. Grant's going to pass it back to Anya. Anya's going to pass it to Cohen. Cohen's going to pass it to Pinalos. Pinalos now to Cedric. Cedric's going to spin around here. Cedric with a strike, and that is woeful. Oh, good tackle there. Edwards gets the ball off to Cohen. Now Cohen gets a free ball to Cedric, and then a Cedric free ball to Grant. Grant's there. Can he have a strike? And that is a fantastic save by Fleetwood's keeper. Okay, it's a corner now. Cohen whips it in for Grant. He couldn't get his head on that. Is anybody there to pick it up? It's Anya. Anya passes it to Edwards. Edwards tried to get around Edwards with a strike. It takes a deflection off, I believe it was one of our players, but the ball goes out. It's going to be another chance for Nottingham Forest. Now Marcus Edwards gets the ball to Owen Thomas. Back to Anya. Now to Marcus Edwards. Edwards with a strike. It's in 1-0. And Marcus Edwards gets his first goal in the Nottingham Forest t-shirt. That is absolutely fantastic. And he's gone mental. A brilliant strike. I thought he was going to get stopped by the keeper, but he's able to slide it under. And we are 1-0 up against Fleetwood Town, which honestly should not be shocking, but it's nice to see Marcus Edwards. A brilliant pass from Anya and a brilliant switch over by Edwards. Edwards also got his head sat on, but it's alright. He slides it under. Fleetwood's keeper just did not try at all. And it's 1-0 Nottingham Forest, and our manager's now on the field, and I don't get how he's not been sent off. But anyways, 1-0. Gets the ball to Owen Thomas. Back to Cedric. Cedric with a free ball to Cohen. Cohen with a strike, and that's a fantastic block there by Fleetwood. It's going to be another corner. Cohen whips it in. Pinalos with a big old header, but it goes straight into the hands of Neil. And it should be a good clearance. Okay, Worrell picks it up. Gets to Edwards and passes down to Grant. And now Thomas is there on the right wing, but Thomas gets the ball easily taken off, and it's going to be a throw-in to Nottingham Forest. And the whistle should go any minute now, but no. Fleetwood looks like they have one last chance. Grant with a fantastic tackle. And that wraps up the first half there. A 1-0 lead to Nottingham Forest with Marcus Edwards' first goal in Nottingham Forest colours. And Marcus Edwards now is probably going to go on a run. Gets it off to Carriol. Carriol sends it back to Edwards. Edwards tried to get a puck to Carriol, but it looks like it's going to be a free kick here. It's going to be a Pinulos's ball. He's going to pass it, though, to Edwards. And Edwards going to in-hand pass it to Cohen. Cohen spins around. Cohen, Anya with the ball. He receives it. And that is a brilliant goal. Ola Anya, the 19-year-old right back, is able to score a beauty right there. I don't know how he did it. The ball just ends straight to Anya. He kicks it. And I feel like, I know it came off the keeper's hand. So here's the shot. It misses that player. The keeper got a hand to it, but it puts it to the top of the roof of the goal. 2-0 to Nottingham Forest. Ola Anya gets a goal. Okay, it's Wolford here. It's another whip-in chance. It's going to go straight to Grant. Now to Ryan. Back to Grant. But a fantastic reaction set by Stojkovic, showing why he is the best keeper, because he's our only keeper. It's a corner here for Fleetwood. Gets headed out, but Jack Ryan, I think it's Jack Ryan. It's probably not, but it's Jay Ryan. Oh, that's a great play by Jay Ryan. And it's gone in. The save there by Stojkovic was there, but it's gone straight into the feet of another Fleetwood Town player, and it's currently 2-1. Fleetwood are not out of this, but that, I think, was very lucky of them. It's a save by Stojkovic, but then it was put in, and the other player's going to get it. So that is David Ball, who's able to score that. I've got to make some subs because probably nearly our entire players are buggered. Okay, so I'm going to take Bentner off for Bentner on for Cedric, Velios on for Edwards. Is their defenders alright? No, they should be right. I'm going to put Leica on for Thomas, and hopefully that should seal this one out because our players are getting ridiculously tired. Carriol sends it to Cohen. Cohen out to Bentner. And there's Grant all over there, all by himself. This should be an easy putting away, and he skied it. That should have been a very easy finish there. I'm very genuinely shocked that he messed that up. Leica. Now Velios. Velios with a through ball. That's brilliant. Bentner's one-on-one. This should be the ending of the game. And it is. Nicholas Bentner scores in the 90th minute to fully secure us going through to the next round of the EFL Cup. Just a simple through ball was brilliant. Run through. Bentner slides it away into the side netting. 3-1. We are going through to the next round. And that's it. It's all over. We have beaten Fleetwood Town, which was easy. It shouldn't have been that very hard, but we were able to complete it. Our players are very buggered out, so it's going to be very interesting how this is going to happen for our next match, but definite definitive results. Man of the match goes to Ola Anya with a 9.5. That is brilliant performance by everybody on the team. And let's get into the preparation for the next game. Okay, so we're currently getting ready for our next match, and these are the two players I've decided to call up. So Ollie Evans and Lewis Clark have been called up. Welcome to the team, and I think it's the best time now because I don't know how fit our current players are. So let's switch from our reserve team to our default team. Okay, so let's have a look at the two new signings. Clark's 55, so I don't think he's expecting to do that much, but Evans is a centre forward, so he can also play as cam. So we can just trying to think, is it worthy to bring him on? I don't think we're going to bring him to like first team yet, but definitely should be soon. I'm feeling we're going to bring on Shaw there for Grant. Anya's buggered, so I'm going to bring on Pakis. Okay, got a cam, so I'm thinking it's a bit of a bold move, but I'm actually going to start Evans. Here we are at the Hawthorns, the home of West Bromwich Albion Football Club, here playing against West Bromwich Albion. Who would have thought? So both teams there, we've made a few changes. Oh my god, that is a midget. I've only just realised, is that Marcus Edwards? Just looking at all the players, Marcus Edwards looks like a fucking child. Like, definitely, like, compared to, like, players like Lansbury and Stojkovic, he's so small. He is, I just only figured that out. Oh my god, it is Marcus Edwards. Look how tiny he is. That is a midget of a man. Okay, let's go. To Edwards, to Lansbury. Lansbury's going on a bit of a run here. Can he cut down in? Lansbury with a strike. The free ball, Velios. Velios gets it off to Laika. Laika with a strike. It's saved in, but it's put in by Velios. And Nottingham Forest are 1-0 up against West Brom. That is a brilliant play. Laika with a shot, saved by the keeper, but he couldn't hold on to it and goes straight to Velios. And a simple tap in, and Nottingham Forest are 1-0 up away from home at West Brom. And Velios again, that's his second goal in the Premier League. Question is though, is he going to have the goal scoring tangent that he had last year? But that's apparently one. And Malang Sarr needs to calm down here. Is he getting carded? No, he's not. He's just getting a warning. Let's have a look here. That's technically along the same lines as what happened to Evans. But it's not a free kick apparently. But this one is a free kick. Okay, it's whipped in. Can it be cleared away? It goes straight to Laika. And could Laika start a counter-attack? Osman with a strike. And it just misses. And that's the end of the first half. And it is currently 1-0 to Nottingham Forest away from home at West Bromwich Albion. Hopefully we're able to keep this going. Edwards with the steal of the ball. Now to Lansbury. Lansbury with a through ball to Evans. Evans with a strike. What's a goal by Evans? In his debut game for the academy, he's probably just won the match for Nottingham Forest. Away from home against West Brom. The through ball here from Lansbury was perfect. Straight to Evans, full to defence, and that is a top strike from Evans. What an absolute strike. Pretty much wanting to take out that GoPro. But it's brilliant. And Evans gets his first goal for Nottingham Forest. It's now over the top ball and it's to Clark. A beautiful through ball there. And it's still over for Clark. Clark still has possession here. Clark could finish it off. But the header is there for Velios. And it's 3-0. Velios was able to pick off the remains from Clark's shot. Just like he did in the first goal. And it's completed the match. 3-0. Velios is second. Clark gets an assist. A perfect day out here for Nottingham Forest in the league. There's the end of the game. A 3-0 win for Nottingham Forest away from home. And the crowd is buzzing. So now we're getting ready for our final game of the episode, which is our second match in the Europa League away against Ajax. Going to be very, very difficult. So we've got Stojkovic in goals, obviously. There's not much changes from actually in terms of the actual team. I put instead of Bentner being at striker and Grant being at cam, because we've gotten really bloody worded from Bentner saying he's the best player on the team, and if he doesn't get much first team action, he's leaving. And I've also put Carriol at left wing and Laika at right wing, and I've also I think Edwards is too tired, so I put him on the reserve, so he's not playing. But I feel like we could be able to cause an upset against the team that was in the final last year. Here we are, the Amsterdam Arena, Ajax versus Nottingham Forest. That match pretty much sounds like a early 1980s Champions League final match. But we're meeting in the Europa League in the group stages. Both teams have won their first match, so it's going to be fairly interesting to see what these two are going to collide with. So as you see there, Ajax and Nottingham Forest with 3 points. Ajax defeated Austria Wien by 2 goals. We beat Sevilla by 1 goal. So without further ado, let's get it started. Well, it's a through ball. Carriol's there to whip it into the box. Bentner for the header. Not enough power on that. It's an easy save for Onana. There's a chance here. Dolberg with a strike. And it's a save to Stojkovic. Oh, it's cast away. And it's gone in. Ajax have taken the lead from Dolberg. Surprising to see how nobody from Nottingham Forest was able to get a hold of that. It was a shot. It was saved. It was then whipped in. How did nobody clear that away? And Stojkovic just let the ball go right under him. And it's 1-0 to Ajax with 5 minutes left in the first half. Grant there with a strike. And the ball goes over. And there goes the whistle for half-time, and we are currently 1-0 down against Ajax, which, to be honest, is not really that hard to fathom. But anyways, hopefully let's see if we can change this for the second half. Now, Nottingham Forest, this is the first time in a while they've actually had the ball down this far. Cedric, who just came on, has picked the ball up. Pass to Lansbury. Now Carriol! What a save by Onana! That could have pretty much made sure that Ajax get all the 3 points here. We pick it up. But the referee blows the time. And Ajax win 1-0. I do not fucking get why they're celebrating so much. I mean, what? Why are they going off? I mean, Jesus, like, what did that do? But there he is. We did lose against Ajax. I mean, I wasn't really... I was hoping for, like, something special, but it's Ajax. What can you do? I guess I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode, in which we play in October against Crystal Palace, West Ham, and then our third game in the Europa League against Austria Wien.